So, for the TED Talk on migration, I discovered how guest workers' visas could transform the US immigration system. So, this caught my attention because the USA is one of our case studies on an AC demonstrating how it influences and drives change in the global migration system. So, a bit of context and a bit of case study that we have studied. In 2013, there were 41.3 million immigrants living in the USA, which made up 13% of the total population. So it's got a very positive immigration policy with the possibility of obtaining a green card, which would mean they would become permanent residents. So it's got a net migration gain. The immigration policy consists of 675,000 permanent immigrants, 480,000 for reuniting families, and 140,000 for migrants with skills to satisfy labour shortages. The largest bilateral corridor is between Mexico and the USA, and low-skilled Mexicans contribute to the US economy through illegal work in agriculture and construction. We've also studied NAFTA, which is the bilateral trade between the USA and Mexico. I thought I'd put that in there. So after watching the video, I was left with an opinion, to be honest. So with my talk earlier on power and borders, I was left quite conflicted. With this one, I was left with a strong opinion that the solution is having guest work visas to stop illegal immigration. So it recognises the danger of migration, and especially illegal migration, and it estimated that since 1994, about 10,000 migrants have died attempting to cross the border, and specifically 7,216 in the Mexico to US bilateral corridor. It also detailed criminal prosecution and family separation that also occurs as a result of illegal immigration. So yeah, as I mentioned, it had a specific focus on the bilateral corridor of Mexico and USA, a key part of our case study. He completely criticised the belief that the way to maintain order is with inhumane means. He said only a humane system will create order at the border. And he said through work visas, which would enable the Mexicans to migrate legally, he believes guest work visas will reduce the number of illegal crossings. However, on the other hand, guest workers get tough jobs through such as fruit picking, cleaning crabs, that's a typo, and construction in 100-degree heat. So is it really a good thing? Also, it doesn't deal with asylum seekers. They still need to seek safety at the US border, and it only deals with economic migrants. But to be honest, I do see his argument. If you had guest visas introduced, that would encourage legal migration, and so people wouldn't have to seek illegal means. The migrations would be a lot safer, and there'd be a lot more planned through. And this would also help out sort of non-profit organisations and charities concerned with migration safety.